I
from this
can't.
weekend.
I'm low key. I'm like wrestling hungover.
Yeah, it doesn't stop for me either because I have to do this straight through SummerSlam
Hmm.
before I get any sort of break, and then gotta.
I like can't wait for the summer to end because there's so much wrestling going on.
Yeah, it's weird, but it
I
works.
like I like never thought I'd complain about there being too much wrestling, but now I'm like, okay, I'm a little tired.
Yeah, it's a little it's a lot.
And
I'll be
Love
completely
Island
honest.
is over.
I'm so sorry, Kay,
Me too.
that Love Island is over for you.
It was the fastest 6 weeks of my life.
It was only 6 weeks.
Uh-huh. It started first
I
week in June.
I definitely thought there was more.
Yeah, but now it's over.
So, can you who won Love Island? Can you fill me in?
Amaya and Brian won. Amaya Papaya.
So, what did they win?
So the way Love Island works is in the finale there are four couples that make the finale, and
Okay.
America votes throughout the show. And
Okay.
America's voting, depending on what the vote is for, it depends determines like who gets eliminated, uh who goes to the finale, and we also vote for who wins. So
Okay.
they announce like fourth place through second place, and then the couple that wins, there's $100,000 prize on the line, and there are two envelopes. So the couple's like standing on a platform, and the host gives each person in the winning couple, an envelope. One envelope has $0 in it. The other envelope has $100,000 in it. The person with the $100,000 envelope has to decide if they're going to split the money with the person that they are coupled up with, or they're going to take all the money for themselves and run.
Okay. All right. So, the win all right, let me get this straight. So, the winning couple gets 100,000.
Yes.
Okay, but we don't know which of the couple of people are going to get the 100,000 because they get two
Yeah.
separate envelopes. Okay.
So if the
I was
person
confused for a second.
so if the person decides they don't want to split the 100,000 with their partner, the other person gets nothing. And the one person that had the $100,000 takes all the money, or they split it and get 50K each.
But if they're a couple, couldn't they say like, "Hey, I'm not going to split this money, but like they're going to get it anyways?"
But they're like not married or anything. Like they're not legally. This show does not end with like marriage or an engagement. Like
Okay.
this isn't like Love Is Blind or The Bachelor, where like you're leaving with like your future spouse. Like it's half.
Interesting.
Like it's not a, oh, you have to marry this person at the end of all of this. It's just in a romantic connection. They describe couples in the villa that are not open to exploring other connections as closed off. Some of
Okay.
the couples that became that like it came on the show that like met in the villa and whatever, they left the villa and are now like dating exclusively outside. Like some couples did make that distinction, what closed off means to them. Like
Mhm.
the girl that recently got kicked off for using the Asian slur,
Yeah.
she was closed off with somebody else. They were the only closed off couple in the house, and right before she got removed from the villa, they were having a conversation on what closed off means to them, and they
Okay.
talked about that for them closed off only exists in the universe of the villa. So pretty much them being like, yeah, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend like outside of this. But like that's an option. Like there are couples that are like now exclusively dating each other coming out of the show, including the winners of the show.
That's an interesting concept. So it's a pretty much an every person for themselves for the 100,000, but it's under the premise of like coupling.
Yes, kind of. Like the point of like the objective of the show is to find love.
It's
But there's money on the line. So at the end of the day, whatever couple makes it to the finale, like it's true, like their intentions are like truly revealed, because there are obviously people that go on reality TV for the money, the exposure. There's a
mhm.
couple that allegedly was scamming the show that they like are dating like IRL and came in
Hmm.
the show, and you know what I mean, like infiltrated the show in hopes of winning. They did not
Yeah.
win. Like everybody goes on reality shows for different reasons, and
So
Love
it's
Island does
interesting. So
catch
it feels
that.
like you could game this really, because like you can. So essentially, when you're voting every week on Love Island, and no, Charles, I'm not writing this down. Why the hell would I write this down? But like, so let's say, so like, when you're voting every week, what are you voting for? The best couples to stay?
It depends on what's going on that week and the show. So
Okay.
sometimes you vote just for your favorite boy and your favorite girl, regardless of couple. So
Hmm.
like I voted pretty consistently for Amaya for through most of the season because she was one of my favorite girls in the show. And like
Okay.
she's so genuine, like so authentic, like look up clips of her. It's like a fucking breath of fresh air, like watching her on TV. Like she's just like a nice, wholesome person that was truly there for love. But
Okay.
she was coupled up with Brian the last like few weeks of the show, and like if I voted for my favorite boy, I didn't have to vote for Brian or whoever she was coupled up with if I planned to vote for her.
This seems like a very convoluted concept, but it somehow makes some sort of sense.
It started in the UK. Like Love Island's originally a UK show. There's a US version. There's an Australian version.
As always.
Yeah. But pretty much it's like I don't know, Love Island to me feels like a mix of several reality shows, which is why I think I like it. Like it has like the Bachelor in Paradise aspect, like they're in a fucking tropical location. It's the temptation island of the bombshells and Casa Amor, like testing the connections. There's like physical challenges, almost like
There's Survivor a little bit involved in
a
this.
little bit of Survivor, a little bit of like I like saying I think Double Dare because I think physical challenges, but they're obviously the challenges are a lot more sexual than like Mark Summers was presenting to us.
Well,
Like,
Mark Summers couldn't be sexual.
no, not at all. Um, but it's like really fascinating, and also like they low key like they're in the villa for like almost 2 months. Like they don't know what day it is. They don't know what time it is.
So there's no clocks.
There's no clocks. They're filming pretty much all the time, but it's
So
like the
it's got a
show.
real world aspect to it.
Yeah,
Real world Big Brother.
yeah, but there's no like 24-hour feed like Big Brother has, like that they show
Hmm.
all the time or whatever.
You
We
know the
just
original
see.
winner of Big Brother's from Long Island, right?
Oh, really?
Eddie. He was the
I I've never seen Big Brother. I've always
oh, okay.
like I like remember like my parents watched it when I was like a kid, but I just never got into it myself.
Yeah, I personally knew the original Big Brother winner. He used to work at my school.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Eddie was awesome. So, College Hill, Charles, you're old. Um,
I haven't thought about College Hill in a really long time.
yeah. Speaking of real quick, sidebar before we actually get into the show, did you hear about this new promotion that they're doing in Vegas?
For like WWE.
No. Although I
Okay.
did hear in Orlando, Halloween Horror Nights
Oh, I
is
want to
doing
go. The
Bray and Taker.
Undertaker. Yeah, I low key want to go.
Yeah, Wade
I
told us
want.
that. Wade popped into our Discord feed during Evolution
Oh,
afterwards.
fun.
And I was gonna tell Will this, but I can tell him a little bit later. Wade is coming up for SummerSlam. So you're
Oh,
gonna miss
fuck it.
Wade.
That's so sad. Oh, I'm so sad about that.
Yeah, it's hashtag
But
Wade cares. But yeah, you're gonna miss Wade, unfortunately, but I'll give him your regards.
please do. I will
Um,
be frolicking and traipsing on the Jersey Shore.
Wade had to crash out a little bit at the end of Evolution.
Because of Naomi.
No, he's a giant Jordan Grace fan, has been ever since she's been on the Indies. And
Hmm.
so to watch her lose, he
I'm.
was really
I know
upset.
what you're talking about on the show, but I'm fucking shocked she lost.
I am too.
I I don't know. It's because I don't watch NXT like that often, but I am not invested in JC Jane in any way.
No one really is.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad I'm not.
You're not alone.
Okay. I don't know if I was like missing the boat on something.
It still doesn't make sense to most of us how she became champion. Like it all seemed very transitional.
Yeah, how long has she been the champion?
Ever since Stephanie dropped, she beat Stephanie, so several months.
Oh.
Yeah, like it did what it did to do. Like it elevated her profile. It was like, wow, you beat Stephanie McCare, and no one saw that coming.
Mhm.
And now she's going to be at Slammiversary
Ugh.
against Masha Slamovich. I have an idea. I have a prediction, but we will talk
We'll
about all
talk
of that
about it.
very very soon. But no, the big thing apparently the promotion is they're doing an Uno promotion in Vegas.
Okay.
So
Is
you
any
might be able to play like Uno in like a casino in Vegas.
like Uno the game?
Yes. What did you think I was talking about? The restaurant?
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
There's a
I
lot of funny videos about Uno going wrong in Vegas.
I could see. I wouldn't want to play Uno in Vegas.
I have to send you a really funny video that I found earlier.
Oh my god, please do.
I will. I'll do it after the show.
I'm not. I feel like I'm not built for Vegas. Like I want to go eventually just to go, but I like in my soul know like I'm not built for that city.
You don't have enough SPF for you for that city.
That's the thing. I don't do well in heat. Like I like being outside, but you guys saw I did not make it last week because it was like 98 degrees out,
Well, what's
and
the different type of heat? You ever been in a landlocked state?
you know
You probably haven't.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
might. Am I trying to
So
think of the states I've been? I don't think so. I think all of them have water near them.
exactly. By the way, Uno the restaurant is a very Long Island reference. Uno's based in Chicago. Continuing on, moving on. Though, um, but okay. So since you've always essentially been on the coast, somewhere you've been, some sort of coast, you're always by a body of water, and because you're by a body of water, when the wind blows, it blows cooler air for by and large for the most part. In a place like Vegas, which is by definition an oasis in the middle of the desert,
Hmm.
there's no legitimate body of water. So
Yeah.
every time wind blows, it's going to hit you in the face with warm air.
Oh god.
And
No.
that is a disgusting thing to realize for the first time.
Ugh. Yeah, I think the hottest states I've been are New Orleans and like Florida. But Florida's more humid than anything.
Which is all by the coast.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's not that much humid. It's just hot.
Yeah,
It's just really hot. The one time I ever got sunburned was in Vegas.
that's
That should,
crazy.
that should tell you all you need to know.
Powerful fun.
Well, yeah. Although I do have an uncle that lives in the greater Vegas area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, my uncle Barry. With that being said, you ready to get the show on the road?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We need to figure out a show title because I have no idea what we're going to call this, but we'll
We'll
figure it
figure it
out.
out.
Figure it out as we go along. All right.
It'll come by the end.
See you guys in about 3 minutes. Yeah.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
Live from the Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings of the illest.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest.
You know, now that I look at the intro video a little bit more, I'm thinking I might want to. It's an easy update. I might want to update our photos, especially if we go to events and stuff.
Well, I think we should have a little photo shoot at Slammiversary
Well, obviously, I think we'll.
and beyond.
You know, it's the one thing we fail to do a lot of the time.
Take pictures.
Take pictures with each other. I did it. Me and the Queen used to mess it up a lot. We finally got one at some point. But ladies and gentlemen, enough about Sideberg, and welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 414. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on our Twitch channels. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm your host, King Ricky Rose. No Willie T this week. He is in parts unknown because I don't know where the hell he's at, but he's not here. But luckily for me, I have the lovely dad hat wearing, long hair bringing back kayfabe. How are you?
Hi everyone. You know, it's gonna rain tomorrow, so my joints already hurt. I'm so excited for Slammiversary. I'm low key having a bit of a wrestling hangover this week because we sat on the couch for many hours watching wrestling this weekend. I
Did
can't feel my butt.
you watch? You and Liv watch most of the events?
We watched. Well, I watched everything except for All In.
Okay.
We watched Evolution live, but the thing with Evolution was Evolution aired during the Love Island finale.
Oh, goodness.
So I watched Evolution twice because I watched live split with Love Island, and then I had to rewatch Evolution
Okay.
like with sound and stuff. So I was literally watching Amaya Papaya win Love Island as Evolution ended.
Yes, and now
And
Love
the
Island
greatest-
season is over. Thank you. Everybody has left the villa, and we're still here talking about a
Yay!
BBW weekend of wrestling, a big, beautiful wrestling weekend. We are going to recap all of that, and for the first time ever in the history of Kings of the Rings podcast, at least since I've been on the show, which is like 9 years, we are going to preview a TNA event from start to finish because we will be at Slammiversary this upcoming weekend, and we're going to talk all about that very, very soon. But first, let's move on to the first show of our BBW weekend, which was NXT Great American Bash. Good way to start it out the weekend. Good primer. I think a shock here for me was Yoshiki Inamura actually put on a good showing against Obafemi.
It was a really good meat slappy kind of match. I really enjoyed it.
It was. There was nothing too crazy that actually occurred in this at all. But it was really, really good. Usually I have like the results written on the bottom, but there's too much that I didn't want to do all of that as like a running tally on the
There were
bottom.
what,
of the screen.
28 matches this weekend?
27, 28 matches at some this weekend, I believe, if I have that correct. I can pull it up here, but I mean, of all those shows, I think Great American Bash is probably the weakest show, but it didn't need
Oh,
to
for
be.
sure.
It didn't need to be strong at all. It just needed to
No.
kind of,
Exist.
it needed to exist. It needed to really like, get the weekend going. And again, also, it was going up against AEW's All In, which, from what I've seen, and we'll talk about AEW's All In a second. I'm just trying to pull up the results here, but it's a tough task to go up against. It's essentially it's NXT. It's like your third tier essentially show in WWE, going up against AEW's premier event of a year.
It was developmental versus WrestleMania, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's That's a
That's
tough
hard.
spot to be in.
Yeah, it's a very, very tough spot to be in, but for the most part, they kind of held their own, with all the battles. I pull up the results on my phone here. Here we go, Great American Bash. Uh, so just to review, Obafemi beat Yoshiki Nomura. Sol Ruka retained her NXT North American Championship, obviously. Ethan Page beat Ricky Saints, and no one saw that coming.
I'm so mad. No, I need to actually bitch for a second.
Go ahead.
NXT fucked up my predictions for the weekend, and I'm like really upset about it because I had a lot of really solid predictions that came true, and then NXT ruined my shit. So I'm probably losing to Will because of NXT.
Javon, I will reveal the results at the end of all of the
I
stuff before we
know.
get to Slammiversary. Javon Evans beat Jasper Troy, which is also kind of a shocker, seeing there's a big Jasper Troy match. Granted, he did face Obafemi
Hmm.
several weeks ago for the NXT title. And then Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe won. And they got the main event, which I thought was very surprising. Um, which means they're really high on Blake Monroe, aka
Hmm.
May. And it's one of those things where I was like, I forgot how very talented Blake Monroe / Mariah May is.
She's really entertaining.
Yeah. I was like, wow. I was like, oh yeah, that's why they signed her, because she's really freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch AEW like I used to, so the only Mariah May exposure I really have are clips from her feud with Tony Storm, and I really liked what I saw
The
in
Hollywood ending was
NXT.
a beautiful way to write her off AEW too.
Yeah.
The Hollywood ending was great. They did a whole thing with her and Jordan Grace last week on NXT, like a vignette of like Jordan Grace was trying to train hard, and Mariah May was like getting like going to like a salon and getting a massage. It was kind of like strange
Oh, that's
bedfellows type thing.
fun.
She also nicknamed Jordan Grace Muscle Muffin, and I hope that sticks.
Muscle Muffin?
Muscle Muffin, yeah.
I don't know why it's giving the same energy as Mickey James and Biscuit Butt. I don't know
Oh,
why.
it's different. It's different. I get it. But Muscle Muffin was really, really good. And like I said, all around, AEW's not AEW, sorry, NXT's Great American Bash was a very, very decent show. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it was a very, very good show, and it did what it needed to do, which established Blake Monroe as a formidable threat. More on
Hmm.
that later. And moving on to what people are saying, arguably the best show of the weekend, which I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched all of it yet, but I am halfway through it for the
Hmm.
most part. And I'll tell you this about AEW's All In. I know you haven't watched it, Kay. For the first time, I think, in the history of AEW, particularly with All In, it actually felt, from what I've seen so far, it actually feels like a major event. It feels like a
Hmm.
WrestleMania. It looks like a WrestleMania. It's presented as such, um, as a WrestleMania. And I know they did Wembley for the last couple of years, but Wembley didn't seem like a major thing. It seemed big because of the scale, because you had a massive football stadium,
Yeah,
you
it's
know. But
huge in size and reputation, and the UK crowds are really fun.
yeah, but it didn't. For me, it didn't feel like a big deal. Like it looked like a big deal, but I didn't
Hmm.
get that feeling of a big deal. Also, because they were going for size of fans instead of like making it a spectacle. So the stage setups for All In Wembley are very minimal.
Yeah.
When they went to Texas, when they were in as the when they went to Texas and Globe Life, where the Texas Rangers play, that stage was beautiful. The presentation was better. Like for instance, it really kicked in. I was like, oh, we're doing this like a WrestleMania, because all your big stars, from what I've seen so far, had major entrances, major pyro.
Yeah.
Like they actually really played into the showmanship of an event, like making it a spectacle. Like Will Ospreay came out to with a bunch of ninjas who were cosplaying for like Assassin's Creed. You
That's
know,
really cool. And it wasn't like sponsored by Assassin's Creed or anything. Like it wasn't like a
no, it
gimmick.
was sponsored by Assassin's Creed. Like if Assassin's Creed ever stops making games, Will Ospreay's lost his gimmick. Okay, he has lost his money train. Swerve had the widow of Bray Wyatt, JoJo Offerman, sing him out
That I saw. It was
to the
beautiful.
ring. The Young Bucks freaking rode in on like a wooden boat, like they were
I
crossing
also
the
saw
Delaware.
the fucking founding fathers. This isn't Hamilton. You're not Lin-Manuel Miranda. Go home, Young Bucks.
You know, like those are all the entries I've seen so far. I haven't seen the rest of it yet. I know all the results from it. There are some shockers. Obviously, Adam Cole essentially gave a speech saying he's injured and he doesn't know if he's ever going to
Oh,
return to wrestling.
that's so
And
sad.
I watched that thing. I got to that part. I watched that, and it was he is legitimately very concerned about if he'll ever return. Like it took him a really long time to get through what he needed to say.
Do we know what's going on with Adam Cole? Because
He hasn't disclosed anything.
I keep
Um,
hearing it's like specifically a health reason and not an injury reason.
Potentially, he didn't disclose it at all in when he was out there. Yeah, obviously they made it into a fatal four way, which surprised everybody because Dustin Rhodes won.
Didn't see that fucking coming.
It's the first time he's ever held an AEW title, and he did in his hometown in
Really?
Texas. Yeah, every time he's gone for it, he's lost.
Oh,
He got a
I
yeah.
assumed he was like a mid card title at some point. Really?
He's been doing a lot of ROH work.
Oh,
But they
good for
gave him
him.
the win in his home state of Texas. All the announcers gave him a standing ovation.
Oh,
He was in legitimate tears because I mean Dustin's almost 60.
yeah. He's probably gonna retire soon. I
Probably. I
would
mean, and
assume.
also you go to like they just had Adam Cole saying he may never return to wrestling again.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell it was serious because the valet for Danny Garcia, Daddy Magic is his name. One of the announcers was like, "Well, what did you say to Adam when you were up there? Like when you embraced him?" He was even like choked up. Like he said, he's like, "I told him I loved him, and you know, just like that,
Oh,
you know, just want to move on." You know, he was very like, "I don't want to talk about it." Like whatever's happening to Adam Cole is scaring a lot of them.
oh.
It's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't want to speculate too hard because it's not my business, but I've seen like a lot of Instagram posts that just seems very serious.
Hmm.
And I hope he's okay.
Yeah, it would be one of those things where it's just like, wow, Adam Cole. I really don't want Adam Cole to be like a big what if in wrestling.
Oh, for sure.
You know, because I mean, we joke about Adam Cole taking a vacation and going to AEW to be with his girlfriend. That obviously didn't pan out for him. But Adam Cole is a super talented individual.
Yeah, if he had to retire like now, I feel like that would be very sad. And I hope
Hmm.
he's able to like contribute to the business in some way
The big thing he said,
if
he's
he
ever
wants
since
to.
he was 9, he's only thing he's ever wanted to do was wrestle.
Yeah.
So it's heartbreaking. You can see it in when O'Reilly and Roddy Strong came out to embrace him.
Oh,
Yeah, it's and
oh,
Roddy
I
had
love
just come off
Adam Cole.
Roddy just had come off doing a match too, and he came back out.
Damn.
Yeah, he did the Casino Gauntlet, which he lost his MJF won the Casino Gauntlet. Things like that. Okada beat Omega. Tony surprisingly beat Mercedes. Hangman is now the AEW World Champion. We finally got the belt back.
Yay.
Swerve and Osprey beat the Bucks, so it means the Bucks in storyline are no longer the EVPs.
Oh, thank God. That's incredible. Wow. I love that so much.
Athena won the Casino Gauntlet.
Wow,
Hurt
I love being
Syndicate
right.
won. The Ops beat the Death Riders in the trios match. And then you know, and there was a third 0 hour match which we didn't do, but overall, from what I've heard, it's one of the best matches. It's one of the best AEW shows. Might be the best AEW show ever. High praise for Tony and Mercedes because the theme of the weekend is the women just wrestle better.
Hell
Apparently, um, you know, high praise for Hangman and Mox, and pretty much everybody that you see on the screen here: Mercedes, Tony, Hangman, Mox, Okada, Omega were the highlights as they should be
yeah. Hmm.
for the level of the matches that they had. So it seemed like they hit on all cylinders, and good for them because wrestling's hitting on all cylinders, even in TNA. But we will get to that when we talk a little bit more about Slammiversary. But moving on to what ended Saturday night, which was Saturday night's main event, aka
Oh.
Goldberg's retirement match.
I have so much to say about Goldberg.
Go off on it. Well, let me do the results first, at least.
Okay.
Obviously, To everyone's somewhat surprise, not mine because I picked Gunther to win, but Gunther beat Goldberg. You had Solo beating Jimmy, which Big Jim, as I like to call him. I don't want to call him Jim anymore. I just want to call him Big Jim.
Big Jim. I like
Stay on
that.
that. And Randy beat Drew McIntyre, but that wasn't really the story. The story is Jelly Roll can take a Claymore rather well.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Which is leading to the match no one wants to see at SummerSlam, but it's happening anyway.
Ugh,
Jelly Roll and Randy versus Logan and Drew. And I will
it's
say this.
horrible.
I will say this. Whoever wrote Logan Paul's little rant about Jelly Roll, I was like, that's beautiful. It was
What
beautiful transparency.
I don't remember what he said.
He was talking about we're tired of seeing outsiders come into wrestling and don't take the business seriously.
Bro, you're literally an
I
outsider.
was like, it's not calling the kettle black.
Literally.
Which makes I don't like Logan Paul as a person, but at least he has a sensible sense of humor that he was able to just rant about that.
Oh yeah.
It's clearly about him.
Yeah. And I hate saying it. Logan Paul can wrestle. I just think he's an asshole.
Oh yeah, he's a big douche. I've had that confirmed by multiple people that he's a douche canoose. But yeah, and then Goldberg retired, and I will say the jackhammer was fine. The spear was fine. The match went longer than I thought it was going to go.
There's like 4 Goldberg matches in one.
Yeah. But that's also due to the fact that Seth Rollins is legit injured.
Yeah.
Like legit injured. And
Sad day in our house.
It's the same freaking knee. It's the same knee. And I know there's people who I was talking with, they're like, well, is he really injured? I was like, that looks legit.
I read something this morning that Seth did not sustain the injury at Saturday Night Main Event, but that's what they're using to, cover up a pre-existing injury. Like he fucked up that knee before Saturday. Don't know how, but he did. Apparently, this was to get him off TV with the knee.
It didn't seem like it from everything. Like a couple things cued me into that this wasn't the plan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely not. Really choppy.
Yeah, it was really choppy. Seth had the same reaction that Liv did when she got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Of like going in the corner and don't touch me. Mm-hmm. Rep Jess was very visibly holding her waist because she was communicating with Gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like a rush finish because LA Knight hit the BFT real quick and just got out the ring. I was like, oh, yeah. This is bad. Like, this is bad. I think he got an MRI. The rumor has he's going to be out 4 to 5 months because this is what happens to Seth, and this same reoccurring knee that he blew out years ago, that he tore his like MCL or whatever before Mania 40, and now this is happening again for the 3rd time.
Yeah, I think his knee's cursed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
He's another one that I'm wondering, like, is he gonna be like, is he like Adam Cole gonna possibly like end his career a lot sooner than he might want to because of he blows out his knee every few years.
Yeah, I do not believe it is a work whatsoever, but we'll have to determine that at SummerSlam. But I do not believe it is a work whatsoever. Also, hello, Chef Will Gray. Not Dr. Murderface like I usually go with. But I like Chef Will. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, Chef Will Gray. Whoever you are and whoever you may be. And everything. You might be a chef by trade, but I believe you are a mark by choice. But yes, Kay, go off on the end of Saturday night's main event and the retirement of Goldberg.
So I'm not even mad that he lost because whatever. That's fine. They pulled off his fucking retirement speech.
Yeah, he went 10 minutes apparently, and they released it afterwards.
I saw the speech after the fact, and like I understand that Goldberg's not like as special, I would say, to like a lot of people than people like Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold. But I still feel like he deserved more than getting cut off like 10 seconds into his speech. Like when I was watching, my feed cut out after the match. It came back onto his speech. He talked for like a few seconds and then it cut out again and it was done. And I
Yeah,
think he should have they should have at least let him fucking finish the speech.
that's I don't think that's within WWE's control, especially on network TV because they were on NBC. And so
Forgot they
they
were
do have
NBC.
a hard out. NBC's very, very strict on that, and
Hmm.
most network TV is. I think what they should have done if they knew they were going to overrun, they should have redirected everybody to Peacock so
Yeah,
they can continue to
like
see
it
the end of it.
should have kicked off the post show.
So, like they said, post show on Peacock, boom, here's Goldberg's speech.
Yeah, I would have preferred that. I would have liked more attention
Give
to
everybody
that.
like 30 seconds to 2 minutes to move over to Peacock, then
Yeah, they
stream
could
whatever
have.
he has to say.
I understand that there are network restrictions and stuff, but I don't know. I've been singing Goldberg's praises on this show for a really long time,
Yes,
and
you
to see
have.
him get disrespected rubbed me the wrong way.
What did he say in his speech? I know I read the tail end where he was like, "Just love everybody," like very hippie kind of like react
It
ending.
was surprisingly hippie, very hippie of him being talking about he did the whole no matter if you're black, white, purple, whatever, you should be nice to all human beings. All human beings deserve to be treated with respect
Hmm.
kind of speech. But also how there'll never be another Goldberg except his son. It was a nice speech.
Yeah.
He talked about how grateful he was to come back and be able to do this in Atlanta. And he talked
Mhm.
about being on the Falcons and shit. It was a good speech.
He's actually in his older age. He's actually done very well with speaking publicly.
Hmm.
Because if you watch any of the old documentaries of Goldberg, or when the network came out and they talked about Goldberg, Goldberg talked about how much of a dick he was when he was younger, and he didn't appreciate the sport until he got older
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I think it showed when he first came back in like the 2018 run,
Hmm.
2016, 2018 run ish. Because you saw he was very visibly like he loves kids. Like he,
Yeah.
you know,
It's really wholesome to watch, actually.
hmm and
Like,
then you see
he
his.
gives grandpa energy.
He does. He
Like,
really does. He does give grandpa energy. Obviously his son is now a D1 athlete.
uh-huh.
Gage is huge now.
He's
Um,
so big. I couldn't get over it.
yeah, he's Gage is huge. He's going to University of Colorado to play football for Deion Sanders, which is a wild thing to think about, but that's what's
That
happening.
is wild. Do you think he'll wrestle?
No, he's playing football.
No, I mean, but in the future.
Oh, afterwards, it's
Yeah.
highly there. He's going to get looks if football doesn't
Hmm.
work out. He's the ring's right there. It's,
I could see him hopping into some the WWE the ID program or whatever new
Or it'd be
program they have.
NIL for him.
NIL. That's right, the
Hmm.
athletes.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, Goldberg's done. We don't have to worry about Goldberg going to SummerSlam. He's officially retired. So,
Mm.
and he had Doug Dillinger walk him out, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely a
Very
nice throwback.
yes. And then at the end of the weekend, it was our greatest Here Come the Women. Evolution 2 happened Sunday night, July 13th. A show that had to essentially compete against Beyonce in Atlanta, a show that was poorly, in my opinion, seemed like it was an afterthought for most of WWE.
Oh yeah, they did not give a fuck about this show.
It appeared to me, and I've said this either last week or even I've said it to other people as well. It appeared to me that once Liv Morgan got injured, they stopped caring about this.
I felt the same exact way actually, because I feel like Evolution was kind of she was the epicenter of it, and they were gonna kind of work it all around her, and then they're like, "Oh no, we only have one woman. What do we do?"
What shall we do? And there seemed to be some pivots that happened that we just weren't aware of. Like, for instance, it was talked about via the interwebs that Nikki Bella went on a media storm,
Oh
promoting
really?
this. She was on the Today Show promoting Evolution.
Good for her.
And I think it's one of those things where probably the brass of TKO WWE were like, we need somebody to promote this for us. And there's probably no one better that we have available to us than Nikki Bella, who not only obviously made her name with WWE, but also
Hmm.
was in Total Divas, Total Bellas,
Dancing
Dancing
with the
with the
Stars.
Stars. She's essentially their biggest crossover female celebrity probably
Hmm.
ever.
Yeah, I
So
would agree.
there's no one better for her to go on a media blitz because she's media trained in every
Hmm.
situation. you
And
know,
she's a perfect choice for that.
I think that's what exactly happened. Obviously, she was relegated to the battle royal. She did get her one-on-one match with Chelsea Green, which was actually a Chelsea Green dream match, which I thought was really fun to see.
I really liked that match.
you know, um, and by hook or by crook, whether it be by just spite, even Trish talked about how she wished it would have been promoted better. Like
Hmm.
even the segment Trish had with Tiffy leading up to this, like this is not good.
Well,
you
she
know,
said there was like no build, like at all.
yeah. And whether it be for spite or just by sheer will, they put on, of all the WWE events this weekend, Evolution is the best event they put on this weekend. And not only that, I'll go as far as saying again, like it was 7 years ago, at this moment in time, Evolution 2 is the best PLE they put on this year.
Oh, and then this is my show of the year.
Hmm.
Like fuck Mania. This is it. This show is everything. I watched it twice and did not get bored either time.
Like top to bottom, every woman did an excellent job. The battle royal was fun. Stephanie Vicaire won. Good job, Kay.
Thank you.
I went crazy with AJ Lee, and that didn't work out. But the battle royal was even fun. They essentially created a new potential star in Lash Legend.
I was so surprised to see her in like the end of the battle royal. I really like Lash Legend a lot,
Hmm.
and I have really been hoping to see like her. Is she still on NXT, right?
She is, yeah. She was
I
the lone. She's the lone person that they kept from Metaphor.
She's the one that does the cooking videos on YouTube, right?
She's also dating Trick Williams in real life. Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that because I watch her cooking videos sometimes.
She's
But
also a former WNBA player.
oh,
Yeah, so I know too much about Lash Legend, but she was a was a former WNBA player, and she also holds the NCAA women's basketball tournament record for most rebounds in a single game at 24.
oh wow,
Like she's a beast.
that's fucking crazy.
She's a beast. She's a great athlete, and like she's gonna challenge Raquel for like best big woman in wrestling. You
I
know,
want her to move up.
obviously Stephanie gets the title fight. Which is going to be happening at Clash in Paris. The women's fatal four-way tag team match was really good.
I enjoyed every women's wrestling. The last like 48 hours have been just so fucking good.
The women are just better at this point.
They really are.
So Ruka
WWE should be
wrestled. Oh yeah,
3 times. WWE should be renamed to Women's Wrestling Entertainment at
there
this
was a
point.
sign of that in the crowd somewhere.
Oh really? I
So
didn't see.
Ruka wrestled 3 matches in the span of like 48 hours.
It's fucking crazy.
Because she was on 3 matches in 72. She was on
Hmm.
SmackDown. She was Great American Bash. She was on. She was in the
Battle Royal.
she was in the
The
Fatal Four
Fatal
Way
Four Way.
tag match. There's a lot of things that happened in the Fatal Four tag match. Number one, Raquel finally looks like she belongs.
I agree.
And apparently, what came out is she got a public critique from Kevin Nash.
Oh, what did he say?
Kevin Nash essentially said she doesn't wrestle big enough.
What do you mean,
Like she doesn't
like,
wrestle big.
like because she's like tall?
Yeah, like she needs to wrestle more like she's big.
Gotcha.
Because she is. Raquel's huge.
Hmm.
Not in a bad way. She's just a really tall, and she's a former
Yeah.
basketball player too. Like she wrestles big. Like Lash Legend wrestles big, but Lash Legend is also stupid athletic.
Hmm.
Raquel's not as athletic as Lash, but Lash wrestles big. And Kevin Nash was like, "You need to wrestle big." And it looks like she took that to heart. And like if you watch the match, she wrestles big. She wrestles
Yeah.
dominant, like she's bigger and badder than everybody.
I
And
just feel like she found her footing.
yeah, I think she had a horrible medical incident that happened to her, but
Mhm.
sidelined her for a very very long time. And I think it took her a while to kind of get back into the swing of things and find that persona again.
Hmm.
So you had that. Obviously, Sol Ruka did a great job. She's going to be a huge star. She Charlotte Flair allowed Sol Ruka to give her a soul snatch. I was like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And also Charlotte Flair got a huge ovation.
Is she in her face era?
You know what it was? Number one, because I was talking about this with Fretch, they were in Flair country, so she should.
George's
Any-
Flair Country?
Anything in the South is Flair country.
Oh.
Remember, the South was heavy WCW, and so was Ric
Hmm.
Flair. So Flair country. And number two, that player should be an article. I don't know if you ever read it, Kay.
I didn't read it. I read the clips about the age discrepancy. Like Punk's 47, she's I think 39, and
39,
people
yeah.
wonder when she's gonna retire. But like all these guys are almost 50 and still wrestling.
Exactly. Like we just talked about Goldust pushing like 60.
Literally.
Um, but I think that article, and I implore you to read it, Kay, it really humanizes her.
I'll check it out after the show.
I think I said this last week, and I'll say it again. You actually get to hear from Ashley and not Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I think that made a big impact on her.
Hmm.
On the fans, not on her, sorry, on the fans. And I mean the same thing happened with the Briscoes. Like the Players Tribune did a YouTube and an article about Jay and Mark Briscoe and their relationship
Hmm.
that just came out this weekend as well, which
Oh,
I
I
haven't
didn't
got a
see that.
chance to see it or watch it yet, but it is going to be on my list. But yeah, Charlotte seems like she's becoming a natural face again, but it also looks like she's having fun with Alexa.
Yeah. They seem to like get along really well. They have great chemistry. I like
Hmm.
them wrestling together.
Yeah,
And they don't feel like strange bedfellows. I can't explain it. Like,
they don't at all. And I think Charlotte's just learning to have fun. Like the article that she wrote it was called How Can I Be Charlotte Flair Today?
oh, I like that.
And she talks about, what she has to go through to be this person that
Mhm.
she's not naturally. And she goes into a lot of things. She talks about Reed. And it's
Mhm.
very sad to hear her talk about Reed. Or to
Oh.
read, yeah. And stuff. But it's very nice. And like I wish I would see it makes you be like, oh, I wish I could see, more of Ashley. And I think a lot of people respected her for her coming out and saying all the things she did. Uh,
Yeah.
Moving on with Evolution, I thought Trish had it for a hot second.
Me too. I wouldn't have been mad about it, but it was really, really, really close. It was just such a good fucking show.
It was good. I thought Trish had it for a second. Tiffany's probably the right one, although Tiffany's reign, I think, is going to come to an end sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like SummerSlam she's done. But
Blake Monroe turned, and I didn't think it was going to happen on Evolution.
mhm.
Because if you watch her work in AEW as Mariah May, she's much better as a bitch heel.
Mhm.
And she presented all like prim and proper, like the Barbie doll, essentially. And then she turned. I was like, okay, either Jordan Grace is gonna win and Blake is gonna turn after the match, or Jordan Grace is gonna win and Blake's gonna turn on NXT, which is coming up in like 10 minutes as we're recording the show on a Tuesday. And neither
Mhm.
of those things happened. JC Jade won because Blake turned on Jordan. And
Yeah.
I was like, wow, very surprising. So that has Slammiversary implications, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But
Oh, definitely.
I'm very interested to see how we're going to get bitch Blake Monroe as a heel on NXT. A couple more matches. Jade and Naomi tried to kill each other, and it was
It's
beautiful.
great. Oh my god, it's so good.
It was great. The presentation, Bianca as a special guest referee, which is a surprise on SmackDown because Bianca's back.
Mhm.
Apparently, she's healthy. They did a great job. Naomi coming out with half razor blade gear.
I loved that gear. That's gonna be cosplayed for years to come at Fanatic Fest. Um,
It was great. Her Tron is amazing. Did you read her Tron?
didn't the underappreciated?
It's like underappreciated third
Yeah.
wheel and things like that. I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that
it
she
was really
used that.
thoughtful.
Yeah. And Naomi lost, and we thought that was the end of it and everything. And then we had the main event. Io and Rhea. And it's something about it. This happens to Rhea. It seems like this common denominator too. Um, for some reason, for more often than not, they never play up Rhea's big matches. Like, remember Rhea Charlotte? We were like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, whatever,
she,
it's a match. And all of a sudden they tore the house down.
yeah.
You know, Rhea Io was what it was and was kind of a thing. And it didn't Rhea and Io didn't seem like the best story going into Evolution.
Mhm.
Becky, Lyra, Bailey seemed like the best story going into Evolution.
Mhm.
You know, and then granted they opened up the show and it was a fantastically great technical match. And you know, after knowing what happened on Raw, I really feel bad for Bailey.
Me too.
There's
Just a quick
something weird
thought.
about that booking.
I thought I did. Just a quick thought. I'm so shocked that Lyra won on Raw.
I
Makes
did.
no
You know
sense
why?
to me.
Because of all the
We
four
just did
horsewomen
this.
combinations. Well, number one, we just did this. It'll be like the third time they've done this in like the last
Mhm.
year or two. Number two, of all the four horsewomen combinations, we never see Bailey and Becky.
Never. Do they
And
like not get along like that much or something?
I don't know. I think I honestly don't know. I do kind of surmise, and I took this from somebody that I saw online, that they treat Bailey like they treat Sami Zayn.
Yes. Yes, they do treat her like Sami Zayn.
Mhm.
And it's
Like,
a
good,
fucking
but not good
shame.
enough to, like, you know, elevate someone, which is a shame because I'm thinking SummerSlam, your second biggest show of the year historically, Becky, Bailey, it writes itself.
It's a great match for
It's a
SummerSlam.
yeah,
I don't fucking want Becky and Lyra again.
and it's no
That's
offense to Lyra, I like Lyra, but we've seen this match already,
I
like,
want to
how are
see
you gonna
her
make this
I
different?
want to see her work with other women. Just
Yeah.
like I want to see Becky work with other women.
Becky Hogan, indeed, she's never gonna beat those allegations, especially after coming out in yellow and red
I kept
on
seeing
Raw.
I kept seeing Becky Hogan and Rhea Hogan comments all night on social media on Sunday.
But back to Rhea and Io. My lord, what a match!
Incredible.
Incredible. I'm gonna have to compare it to Mercedes and Tony because I think Mercedes and Tony also put on probably the match of the night at
Oh,
AEW
probably.
All In. From what I've heard, I haven't seen it yet. But to have Michael Cole on Monday say Io's probably the best wrestler in the world and the best, like one of the best matches he's ever called, was wild for him to say.
He's not wrong.
You know.
She's absolutely incredible. She's an incredible wrestler. She
Mhm.
like has a great personality.
She's
Like
funny.
she's really funny.
I don't think she intends to be funny either. I think she just is.
Hmm.
Because I think that's just her personality. And they were putting on a banger, and then they were just going everywhere, doing everything, diving off half the arena. And I was like, I don't know when this match is going to end.
It
And
reminded me of a more elevated from Evolution One, Charlotte and Becky.
that is true. Bailey had the best attendance record of the four
Hmm.
horsewomen. Granted, yes. Granted, yes. Yeah, it did remind me of Charlotte Becky, but just like it just seemed more intense than that.
It was
And
more intense.
And then this I had this like savant moment at the end of the match. They hit the Spanish fly because it looked like a super riptide. I was like, oh, this match is over.
Hmm.
And then they hit the Spanish fly. And when Michael Cole said both women are knocked out on the floor, and I saw how they were laying, I said, oh my God, they're cashing it. Like it's happening.
Yeah.
Like they weren't moving either. And I was like, oh,
Hmm.
it's happening. And Naomi came out to a massive pop from the crowd. She brings out Daphne LaShawn, which was kind of not needed, but also I
Hmm.
kind of like the symbolism of it
Hmm.
in a weird African American way. Um, you know, because she brought out Daphne, she gave the briefcase to Alicia Taylor. I was like, oh,
Hmm.
this is an
It's
interesting,
happening.
but it was also an interesting visual from like a cultural perspective
Yeah,
in
definitely.
WWE. Because it was Alicia Taylor because Lillian Garcia was unfortunately not around because she had a vocal sickness or something like that.
Oh,
And something messed up with her vocal cords, or she probably has like a sore throat or something and couldn't really enunciate.
yeah.
Um, and Naomi doesn't hear the bell the first time, which I find hysterical.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
So Alicia Taylor, she's cashing in, blah blah blah, and the bellkeeper rings the bell, and she's so excited, and I guess the crowd is so loud she doesn't hear it. And Alicia Taylor finishes like for the world title because if you see Naomi's about to hit Io, like Io's in position to get hit, and
Yeah.
Naomi's about to hit Io, and Naomi turns around and jumps up and says, "Ring the bell." But I was like, she rang the bell, like they
the
rang the
first
bell.
the first time I watched, the Love Island finale started at like 8. It came on Peacock like 8:35 on
Okay.
Sunday. So I had Love Island on the big screen. I had Evolution on the iPad. So I'm watching Love Island as I'm watching Evolution. So like they're like revealing like who's like possibly getting the money. And all of a sudden Naomi cashed it. I'm just like, oh my god, there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah, it was crazy. She cashed in, she 2 out, hit the split leg moonsault. She won. She had one of the greatest visuals ever, like the psychotic "I have the title now"
Yeah.
like face. And I found it so poetic that they did it in Atlanta, where Triple H infamously had one of the worst press conferences ever after Bad Blood.
Oh my god, that's right.
That's why I texted what I said at the end of the show.
Oh yeah. I wasn't even thinking about the press conference when you texted that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about the whole time. Like notoriously having one of the worst pressers ever and
Yeah.
getting so much bad backlash from it, and rightfully so, as we discussed on the show.
Yeah.
Um, that it seemed very poetic to do what they did in Atlanta with all of that cultural perspective,
Hmm.
to play on, and and it's a good start. Trips, gonna need more, and Evolution, praised by everybody. I don't know if you watched the post show. Biggie,
Not yet.
the post show's fantastic. Nothing but praise. Biggie has a great speech about Evolution. Jackie
Oh,
Redmond was blown away, which I thought was really. Joe Tessitore is just freaking phenomenal. I love Joe Tessitore.
I do too.
He's so good.
He reminds me of Morrow a lot.
He does. He does. Joe Tessitore. I know Joe Tessitore because he does college football for ESPN.
Oh, okay.
So when like I heard they got Joe Tessitore, like, oh, we're in good shape. you know,
I love his commentary. He's great.
he's good. He's articulate. He's very like he doesn't rush things.
And he's very expressive, which I like.
He's got a great vocabulary.
Hmm.
He's got a great vocabulary. But yeah, the post show is nothing but praise for it. It's really good to hear, and it's really good to hear Biggie really pushing for this.
Yeah, it's important. Like
hmm
I hope that WWE like does this more frequently.
So
Like,
that question was posed to Trips,
oh god,
and so essentially what he said was, "We shall see."
girl.
And he's like, "It depends on demand and what it's good." So he said, "We shall see." Essentially, I know what Trips is saying, but this is also something that falls on Trips's lap. So he
Hmm.
was like, essentially, from what I got from it, was like, we shouldn't need to do this because we should book our show better. But who books the show, Trips?
You
You.
book
Yeah,
like book more women.
exactly. Like it's a total problem that he could fix if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to.
And he's like, we're gonna, and he did, oh, we gotta figure out if the man's for it. The man is always gonna be for it if the women aren't going to be booked better.
Hmm.
That's the answer. you know.
But this is the thing. I think even if the women do eventually get booked better, I still think there will be demand for Evolution because both Evolutions have been fucking stellar pay-per-views.
It's been the best pay-per-view of the year, two times they did it.
Twice. Like,
And there's also a thing to be said for it'd be good for if I'm putting like my company hat on, marketing and expansion.
yeah, like I love that they are working, that Maybelline is their cosmetic partner.
And they had two Maybelline commercial spots
Yeah, that's really cool. Like
with like
as a,
Jade and I think someone else. I forgot who the other one was.
I probably missed it because I was also in the villa. So, but as a wrestling fan who also like is a lifelong cosmetics wearer, it's really cool to see like two of my like you would assume like virtually separate interests together
hmm
because there's so much you could do with that. Like beauty social media is a huge thing. Like you could do get ready, like the talent could do get ready. It means they can do tutorials. Like
There's a video of Shawn Michaels on the makeup table getting ready for Great American Bash. It's really funny.
that's cute. But like they can do so much
Yeah,
with these specialty like partnerships. Like it doesn't have to be all Slim Jims and man stuff. Like
this is exactly what I was going with, Sir Charles. With with a roster like WWE and the partnerships they have, you could do specialty PLEs regularly.
oh, absolutely.
You know, you can do one for the women. You can do one. I mean, they literally did essentially a lucha libre show with AAA on
Yeah,
its collide.
and that
You
was
know,
also a really great show.
you can do. I don't know what you would call it, but you can do like a Black History Month special thing with all of your people of color or black or
That would
African
also be
Americans
great. Yeah.
on the right. You can Latin American History Month is like the next month. You know, you can do a lot of specialty PLEs and essentially have them rotate on a yearly
I agree.
basis
I agree. But
because it's only going to benefit them in the long run.
I agree. I feel like
It's
a lot of people would find us being too woke
but it's
for
I
having
mean
this opinion.
potentially, but guess what? It's going to work. It's going to keep on bringing in new fans from all across the
Yeah.
spectrum.
Like wrestling is not just a sport for like men. It's not just a sport for like white folks. Like everybody watches wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be really smart of WWE to continue, you know, exploring these markets. Like, you know how many girls and gays watch wrestling?
Oh, so many.
Like the amount of like TikTok accounts I like find that are also like they cover wrestling and like drag race so much.
There's a lot of in the amount of time that I've done this show and commented on wrestling, the amount of females or female-bodied individuals that have begun to watch wrestling has grown like exponentially. It is
Yeah.
absolutely absurd. That's essentially how I found all of y'all in the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we have something. There's something coming. You
Hmm.
know, we need to hop on it. And I'm so happy to be right about that. For a myriad of reasons. But be it as it may, it's something that they can also do, like I said, with African Americans, with Latin, with people of Latin descent.
They
That
could
you
do
could
Pride if they really wanted.
that might be too much of them, but
Mm.
I agree. You know, and it's one of those things where you could have it on a rotating basis where you do. I don't even know what you would call it. You know, it would be they would market it in some sort of special way where you're going to
Mhm.
focus on a particular group this year. Like Evolution can be part of a 3 to 4 show rotating thing every year.
Mhm.
Once every 3 to 4 years, you get Evolution. Another year, you get one that's focused on African Americans. Another one, you get one focused on a show focused on Latin American styles and things like that.
Mhm.
You can do a whole thing,
Yeah.
and it'll be successful every time. I
It
can
would.
guarantee it.
And they think of all like the unique sponsorships you can bring in.
Oh, absolutely. People would like companies would eat that up,
Yeah.
especially companies that are more centered towards those individual groups.
Like I was saying, I think I was saying this in our group chat. Like if WWE ever collabed with, like Fenty, for example, like I know Fenty's more expensive than Maybelline, but that's a huge fucking collaboration.
Exactly.
Like
So I really hope WWE focuses on that and really, you know, put some thought into that. Uh
Charles is winning the
Charles
pay-per-views.
Clash at the cookout would be great, but it's never going to fly. Uh
Incredible alliteration.
Pride before the fall? I don't know. You
I
gotta
think
wait.
we can do better.
I think we can do better too. I do like Clash at the Cookout. Though.
I do too.
I think we do better in that as well. But even as a make, hey, do you want to? Now that we're at the end of this BBW weekend review, do you want to know where you stand in the prediction battle?
Probably fucking losing to Will because of NXT.
Well, all right. Here we are after our past week in the current standings. Remaining in first place,
Shut
K
the fuck up!
with
Shut the
78
fuck
points.
up!
Will
How
is
am
in
I still winning?
Will is in second with 76, and I am still in third with 72.
Wow!
Congratulations.
Wow, this is great.
It's still really close. We still have hundreds of more shows to go
I
through,
know.
but you are holding
But
on by a thread right now.
I've survived several shows now.
Yeah, you have. You're holding steady at
Yeah,
this. It may be your year this time around.
I think so.
We will see. And now let's get to what the thing that we haven't done ever. For the first time ever on the history of a show, we are previewing a TNA event, and not only is it a TNA event, it's essentially one of it's TNA's WrestleMania. It is
Yeah.
Slammiversary. It is going to be happening this Sunday, June 20th, from Elmont, New York, because I'm not going to say it's from Long Island and be that generic. I'm not that guy because I
Yeah.
am from Long Island. It is from Elmont, New York, damn it, the home of the Belmont Stakes. Well, will be when they finish redoing that. And probably one of the best hockey arenas I've ever been in. The
Let's
UBS Arena
go
is
Islanders.
is freaking fantastic. And yes, let's go Islanders, even though we had a really bad season, but we had the number
Mhm.
one pick this year.
Well,
This is my first TNA event
mine too.
ever. I know the Queen has gone to several TNA events. I was talking to Smiley earlier today. She has also gone to several TNA events. Will Tarashak was a got into wrestling via TNA, you know,
Yeah.
during that time. So this is going to be very special, and it was a gift to Kay from myself and Will.
Thank you guys.
You're very, very welcome. And we're very excited for the Hollow wedding. This is our wedding gift for you
Yes.
to enjoy some wrestling. And we spared no expense for this, as we will find out on Sunday with all of
Y'all.
this. And TNA is doing a lot for this. And I recently found out a couple of hours before the show that the president of TNA stated, due to the high making a mess over here, okay? Jeez. Goodness. What is going on? Is that Boris?
Come here.
It's definitely Boris.
Good job.
It is definitely Boris. Oh my god, the chaos going on in the household there of kayfabe. Goodness freaking gracious. Anywho, as I was saying, as Kate decides to fix all of the stuff going on right there. I was informed a couple of hours before the show began via social media that Carlos Silva, the head of TNA, posted that due to the high demand for tickets for Slammiversary this Sunday, they have decided to move the stage back and open up more seats for TNA Slammiversary. So that I feel is a wonderful sign and a good sign for TNA and the popularity of TNA and where TNA might go. There is also talks that TNA is searching for a new television rights deal so that TNA can be seen to more people on a more consistent basis. I know for myself, it's really hard for me to watch TNA on a weekly basis. I don't have Access TV, and Access TV is pretty hard to find. But the fact that the demand for TNA is so high for this show for Slammiversary that they decided to move the stage back to open up more
Ooh.
seats. Yeah, that was the big thing. Like when I sent that to you guys in Discord, it's not the fact that they opened up more seats. They decided to move the stage back so that they could open up more seats.
That's
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
yeah. So I'm very excited for this event now.
I think it's gonna be crazy, and I think we're gonna have a really great time.
Yes. And the marketing has been crazy. They've been doing a lot of. They showed up at City Field and did the first
Yes.
pitch.
I was there.
They've done a lot of local. They've done a lot of local marketing in the New York, Long Island area, and this Saturday before they are doing a charity softball game at Calhoun High School. Okay, in Merrick, New York.
They're literally doing a tour
Hmm.
of New York. They were in Times Square the other day.
Yeah,
Like, I'm half expecting to run. They did Subway Mania.
they
Like,
did. The Hardy showed up at Subway Mania.
I
Yes.
like the fact that there's a very good chance that I could run into them like at any given moment is
Hmm.
insane.
Fretz, I would definitely enjoy that if you would. I would love to, so I can watch it a little bit more regularly.
And
What
they
I
were so funny at the Mets game too. Like so the Mets they started doing this year the 5 borough mascot race. So every borough has
That's
a mascot.
awesome.
So the Bronx is what are they? I think they're a camel and they have like a dirty tank top on. They've never won. They are not allowed to. The Bronx does not win. Like Queens doesn't win every time, but the Bronx does not win. So during the mascot race, the Bronx is winning. They're about to win. All of a sudden, a mascot, like a different random mascot, comes out and fucking hits the Bronx with a metal chair, and then
That's
you see it.
horrible.
And then the Hardy Boys beat the shit out of the Bronx Camel after the race.
That's amazing
It
because
was
you guys just
so
hate the
good.
Bronx. That's funny. All right, so I want to
Yeah.
read you the press release from TNA Wrestling. This is going to be the first ever slamming softball classic with already announced people to be there: Jeff and Matt Hardy, Joe Hendry, the Valkyries' favorite, Nick Nemeth,
Oh my god.
Steve Macklin, Mustafa Ali, one of my favorite people that I had a conversation with at WrestleCon a couple years ago, Top Dollar AJ Francis, and everybody's hated person in the world, Tessa Blanchard, among the stars taking
True.
the field in the first ever TNA's first ever softball game. It's gonna the stars of TNA Wrestling unite on the softball field for the inaugural TNA Slamming Softball Classic, challenging the coaching staff of the Merrick Belmore Little League Association in New York. 7 inning game to benefit Merrick Belmore Little League will be held on Saturday, July 19th, Calhoun High School in Merrick. First pitch scheduled for 5 p.m. Frankie Kazarian and Brian Myers
This is so Long Island.
have been named
Jesus Christ.
have been named the TNA coaches for the game, which will include appearances by most of the TNA roster the night before Slammiversary. The TNA softball roster is loaded, including the Hardys, Hendry, Eddie Edwards, Nick Nemeth, Ryan Nemeth as well, AJ Francis, Mustafa Ali, Zachary Wentz, and Trey Miguel of the Rascals. Oh,
Ooh.
Jason Hodge, John Schuyler, which you probably don't know about, they're in Mustafa's faction, among others in the addition. TNA will be represented by represented on the diamond by the Diamond, Tessa Blanchard, Zaya Brookside, who is
Oh, I
Robbie
forgot
Brookside's daughter,
about her.
Alicia Edwards, Ash by Elegance, formerly known as Dana Brooke, and Heather by Elegance, as they are of the Elegance brand. Admission to the game is only $20.
Oh.
All proceeds will be donated to the Merrick Belmore Little League, and after the game, many of the TNA stars will participate in a meet and greet. Yes.
They're literally going to be everywhere.
The tickets are on Eventbrite. Obviously, since it's a Little League wherever venue, seating is limited, so you are encouraged to bring your own lawn chair if you can.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really considering going. I was going to invite you, Kay, if you wanted to take a venture down.
I cannot do that. I would love to go. I just stopped sending money.
Did you? I was like, do you want me to just come get you?
No. Because, like, between this going to Slammiversary, like, I just made a lot of wedding payments this week. My
So
credit card's on fire. You literally sent me the meet and greet info for Slammiversary as I was finished paying off my wedding dress.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Literally, I'm like, final payment as you're like, the Hardy Boys meet and greet. I'm like,
yeah, they are going to be meet and greets after the event, include the Hardy Boys, the Iconics, now known as the Inspiration, which I'm really considering that.
I can't wait to see them.
So here's the cool thing about the meet and greets that I read on TNA's website. There is no limit to the number of people that can be in the photo.
Oh.
So that might change things for you financially.
You mean Will could like go in do thirdsies on photos?
On the Hardys and or the Inspiration, aka the Iconics.
That's great for our social media presence.
You
especially
also,
if we wear merch.
Exactly. You also could just get Jeff Hardy by yourself. You don't have to do both Hardys.
I've never met Matt. I met Jeff once in like I did the virtual meet and greet during COVID, and I met Jeff during that, but I've never met Matt.
It'd be fun to get at least a picture of the Hardys or the Inspiration. We can talk about it later when we get there or figure it out. So, but I like where your head's at. I forgot. I got to look at the list of meet and greets. You can do it in the post show or whatever really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's get into this card. Like I said, it's 7 matches. It's really well put together. I can give you the story for most of them.
I'm going to be asking questions because
I'm gonna tell you as much as I can, Kay. with all of this, and I'm gonna write down our answers and all
Are
that
we
stuff.
counting this towards our predictions?
Oh yeah, no, this counts.
Oh, this counts.
This counts. Now we're adding this. We're gonna
All
go in on
right.
this. We're gonna go in on this. We're gonna add a little
Wow.
wild card here, which is gonna be.
WrestleMania Radio does not watch TNA, yet we're going to TNA and predicting on it.
Listen, I spent the better part of 2 days watching all the TNA highlights for the last like month and a half. I feel like I'm pretty confident in this. And
Well,
TNA's fun.
I
TNA's fun.
think I'm gonna love TNA. It's just I've just never been able to watch it. That's all.
Yeah, it's good. And you know who announces TNA? Tom Phillips
Fuck Face Me Phillips.
and Aiden English is
Oh,
actually.
wow. Okay, I love that.
It was really funny. I forgot what I was watching. Sideburning real quick. I forgot what I was watching. I was watching one of the episodes, and Tom Phillips said something. He was making some sort of analogy, and Aiden English literally on the mic was like, "You are so white." And Tom's like, "You can't call me white." He's
Aiden
like,
English
"The hell I
is paler
can."
than me.
Yeah. So Fretz watches TNA. Fretz, we knew Will was going to bed, which we kind of did. We should have had you on, but anyhow, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
go.
should've.
Yeah, another time, friends. We're gonna go to the main event. The TNA World Championship is on the line. Trick Williams of NXT, who
Mhm.
owns the TNA Championship, is going in a triple threat match against I Believe in Joe Hendry, which you're gonna have your first Joe Hendry
I
experience.
can't wait. I can't wait. I can't
I
wait.
met him last year at Comic-Con, which is pretty awesome. Versus
God, you did.
versus everybody's favorite, native New Yorker, Mike Santana of Santana and Ortiz. I would say even more than Trick Williams, Santana's, going to be the hometown darling for this.
Seeing Santana in New York is a wild experience.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. I don't know how this is going to go because obviously it's Joe Hendry. Here's what I think for this. I do not believe Trick Williams is leaving Long Island with that championship.
Oh, absolutely not.
I think
No way.
it goes back to TNA. I am really, from what I've seen, you have a Joe Hendry story. He's like, I helped put TNA on my back and put it up,
Mhm.
and elevate that title and the brand, which he did. And then you also have Mike Santana, who's essentially the heart and soul of TNA.
Mhm.
And he's been doing great work, especially on NXT, because he's shown up on NXT a couple of times. And I think a feel good moment
The
because there's some.
hometown win.
I think there's going to be another thing that's going to be like, oh, what do we do now? But I think the feel good moment is Mike Santana wins the title and brings it back to
think
TNA.
so too. Like before Santana was added to the match, I was confident Joe Hendry was winning.
I was too.
But like a hometown win is undeniable.
Especially since they announced they're opening up more seats for this event.
Yeah.
So I think the old adage is you make sure the fans go home happy. I think that's gonna happen here.
But I do think if Joe Hendry does win, the fans would still go home happy, but it's a different kind of happy.
Like if a New Yorker wins in New York, we're going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Mr.
Kretz, we're gonna have him on for AEW All Out since he's going.
That's true. We can definitely have you on for AEW All Out. We can definitely have you for that or beforehand. But yeah, I think Santana gets this. I think
I do too.
I think Trick and Joe Hendry are just going to be it's going to be like the Becky, Bailey, Lyra situation.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm still excited for this. I think it's going to be a well-placed main event, and things like that. So moving on to the next match on this card, winner take all. It's not like Kenny Omega and Okada who battled for a brand new freaking championship.
Which
I'm so upset about.
So winner takes all.
This is winner takes all. Masha Slamovich is putting her TNA Knockouts title on the line versus JC Jane, who is putting the NXT Women's Championship on the line. Okay. JC Jane is going to be with Fatal Influence, which is Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. Masha Slamovich is going to be with Xia Brookside and Li Ying Lee. You know her better as Xia Li.
Oh shit.
Yes. As so they're going to have their groups with them as well. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to want to have Santana or someone from TNA, Santana or Joe Hendry, win that title because I truly believe that they are going that at one moment in the night, JC Jane is taking that knockouts championship and becoming a double champion. So at a moment in time during Slammiversary, NXT is going to have the two biggest belts from TNA in the hands of NXT superstars. And then Santana wins it in the main event. I think they're going to create that chaos. I am like, listen, I think Slamovich is a 10 times better wrestler. But I think for
I agree. Like, it
yeah.
logically makes more sense for Masha to win, but like, I understand not having the TNA champion sweep the NXT ones. Like, you have to have the WWE has to win something. And is this the only other WWE match?
Yes.
Yeah, then JC Jean has to win.
I think I want them to create that chaos.
But I don't know. I'm hoping that something better for Jordan Grace is coming because I would much rather see Masha versus Jordan.
Which is funny because the person who beat Jordan for the Knockout Championship was Masha Slamovich. Masha Slamovich has held the title since she retired Jordan, essentially. So I thought there was a story there, but we're going with something completely different.
Yeah.
And again, I also wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Grace shows up and screws over JC.
Fretz just said Masha versus Natty at Bloodsport SummerSlam. That's fucking sick, actually.
Masha versus Natty is happening at Bloodsport SummerSlam weekend. That was, that was announced. Fretz also says, what is it? JC Jane has been kind of called the most beatable title holder because she is. Her winning this would make her undeniable. Yeah, so it gives her credence and credibility. And if we're going by the logic of Masha is already booked for SummerSlam weekend, she can drop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So are you going with JC as well?
I am.
Oh, cool. All right. We'll get Will's stuff later. To the match. Let's move on to the match that is going to have Kay screaming the entire time. The TNA tag team titles are on the line in a fatal 4-way ladder match.
The Hardys are winning. Next.
Can I cue it up at least, Kay? Jesus.
I suppose.
Yes. The Hardys versus First Class, which is AJ Francis. So that's another WWE person. AJ Francis and Casey Navarro, known as First Class, versus, again, the Valkyries' favorite wrestler. I don't know why. Nick Nemeth and his brother Ryan Nemeth, the TNA World Tag Team Champions, versus the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. I expect chaos.
It's gonna be so good. Oh my god!
Match. I might have to wear eardrums because I feel like Kay is going to scream their face off.
Yeah. This is my first time seeing the Hardy Boys in a ladder match live.
Oh, you've never seen it before.
I've seen Jeff do ladder matches. I haven't seen both of them in a ladder match.
See, I was there with Dave at 33 when they had the surprise return and did the ladder match. Yeah, they're fun.
It's just gonna be like a.
It's gonna be a fever dream.
Experience. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I don't know with this. Like I could see First Class winning. I don't think the Nemeth, actually the way it might pan out, the Nemeths might douchily find a way to win. Like I don't know.
I think the Hardys have also they've been all over New York.
They have.
Like literally my entire social media feed is just I keep seeing the Hardy Boys in Times Square, the Hardy Boys at Subway Mania, the Hardy Boys at the Mets game, like the Hardy Boys are everywhere.
Yeah.
And like if this is like TNA's like Mania event, like if they're expanding, like you were saying earlier, they're like moving the stage, like I don't know. But I'm also biased because it's the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, you're very biased.
I'm really biased towards them, but I think they're the most exciting winner.
They are. I mean, Fretz makes a good point. First Class could get the upset here because First Class, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro have been partnered on NXT and TNA TV with Trick Williams. So it's kind of his little TNA faction that's helping protect him. So there is a possibility that First Class steals this. AJ Francis is doing fantastic work. And I'll always shout out the guy. I think he does great stuff. He's doing great work. He had a 20-minute street fight with Mike Santana a couple weeks ago,
Oh, that's fucking cool.
and it was really good. It was really good. The Rascals can always win it as well because nobody's really thinking about them because they're kind of just
Hmm.
always there. Wes Lee could show up, the former Rascal, and
Oh yeah.
screw them over. Like this match has chaos written all over it in the best way possible.
Hmm.
Um, and you're going with the Hardys as a contrarian, just for the sake of I don't know, and I
Hmm.
think I think everything is under it. I'm actually gonna go with the Rascals as kind of like a dark horse, which is kind of weird to say.
Okay, that's a fun pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rascals. I don't want to pick the Nemesis, even though like logically I think the Nemesis could just be douchey and steal it, but it is a possibility for them as well. Moving along to the match that's going to blow everybody's mind.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna eat.
Moose, who has called himself the greatest TNA X Division champion ever, going up against 20-year-old Leon Slater. Okay, I watched the TNA put a little retrospective on him, a little bio. He's
Hmm.
from the UK. He's the child of essentially a single mom because he's like, I remember the day that my father left us.
Mm,
You know, he has been wrestling since 9.
damn.
And he credits his mom for driving him everywhere, doing all these shows, going to
Oh,
practice, everything. Like he's very much he loves his mother and his little sister. That's what he does it for. He even talked about, I missed a couple. He's like, I did miss a lot of things as a kid. Like I didn't go to like the house parties as I was wrestling and things like that. But he
oh.
said this is everything I've ever wanted to do. Um, he is he's like their Javon Evans, but I think
I love
more
Javon Evans.
talented. I will tell you, he pulled off his move in like a giant multi-man tag match during one of the weekends in Impact. He has a finisher, but I don't think Ricochet can even pull off.
Really?
I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it until the show, but I'm going to tell you
Okay.
what it is. It's a Swanton 450.
Girl.
Yeah.
That's wild. Ooh, I'm excited to see.
Wait till you see it. you know. I have no faith in Moose. I know this is like Will's favorite TNA wrestler ever, but I have no faith
Yeah,
in Moose.
all I really know about Moose is that Will loves him.
Yeah.
That's all I know about him.
I hung out
So,
with
like,
Moose once in a past life, but
mhm.
I have no faith in Moose on this. Leon Slater all the way for this for me.
You think so?
I think so.
How long has Moose been the champion?
A long time. I don't know the actual stats. Fred says I'm going with Slater here. He's been built great and Buddy, and the Hardys gave him props. Matt was like, I want to call you Leon Hardy Slater or Leon Slater Hardy.
Oh, I think I'll go with Leon too.
Yeah. So I'm pulling for Leon. He has a great story. Like so TNA did a couple of shows in early May in Canada. They also had like Border Wars. The Queen was there. And because of Jeff's history, he's not allowed in the North.
Yeah.
So Leon Slater subbed in for Jeff.
Oh, that's cool. Like with Matt.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking cool.
So and they've sang his praises ever since.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. So it's really good. Leon Slater, what I've seen of him, he's unbelievably talented. It's to the point where like, how did you not get on WWE or AEW's radar?
Maybe he didn't want to be.
He's also only 20.
That's true. He's a baby.
Yeah, I mean, so is Javon Evans is like 2021.
Yeah.
So
He has his whole life to sign if he really wants to.
exactly, and he's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And more dynamic. So yeah, Leon Slater all the way with that. Moving on to a match that came together several weeks ago, a 205 Live WrestleMania 34 pre-show rematch. Cedric Alexander recently showed up in TNA and challenged Mustafa Ali. So here's how the story goes. Mustafa's actually playing a heel.
Okay.
He has this faction called Order 4. It's a very like politics faction.
Hmm.
And he's playing like this like this kind of this bastard heel. Tasha Steeles, if you remember the name, is in the faction.
Okay.
And so the story is he's been essentially brutalizing the people in Order 4. So he's been like demeaning them, talking them down. He's put his hands on Tasha Steeles several times on
Jesus.
TNA Impact, like pushed her to the ground, like berated her. He's
Damn.
like, there was one episode where he brought in all of Order 4 and he was like, you need to owe me an apology. And he took Tasha Steeles' phone and he was like, you're texting him again, aren't you? Stop texting him.
That's crazy.
Or whatever. And she was texting Cedric Alexander. So that's how the
Oh
story goes.
shit.
Yeah. He was like, everybody owes me an apology. He brought him up one by one. That was the thing with Tasha Steeles. With the other one, he was like, this guy was like, oh, you attacked Tasha Steeles in front of my wife and my daughter. What did you think I was gonna do? And stand up to you? He's like, I understand that, but like, who pays your mortgage?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. and things like that. So all of them, and then Cedric came out and Tasha was like, Cedric's been texting me, blah blah blah. And Mustafa and Cedric's like, yo, you need to stop this. Like, remember in 205 Live when they were chanting our name and stuff like that? Like, we can get back that. You can be that person. And Mustafa was like, I don't want your goddamn help. He was like, what I want is what you stole from me. You stole my WrestleMania moment. You beat me at WrestleMania for the cruiserweight title.
Do they say like WrestleMania and 205 Live and
He
all that?
mentioned WrestleMania. He mentioned 205 Live. He mentioned John Cena. It's all in the promo.
Very cool.
They have the partnership with WWE. They have carte
Yeah.
blanche to talk about that. They even talk about WCW.
Oh, okay.
And Musso was like, I want what you stole from me.
Hell yeah.
You stole my moment. I want my moment back. I want you one-on-one at Slammiversary. And for me, that built itself.
That's really cool.
And in one of the more recent segments, Tasha Steeles turns on Cedric and still realigns herself with Mustafa. So there's that. Tasha Steeles is playing very much so like an abused woman that can't get out type deal.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I get when I see her. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. And I don't know how this can go because I can see Cedric and Mustafa putting on a classic. I watched them before.
Like it's gonna rip.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. That's true. Mustafa Ali is pretty much the face of America gimmick with a much more heelish turn.
Yeah.
I can see Mustafa winning this. But I can see Cedric winning this too. Like, Cedric hasn't, since he's come back, which was a couple weeks ago, he hasn't really wrestled anybody. So this could be his first match at Slammiversary under the TNA brand. They can do something this Thursday if they do have an Impact show coming up, which would lead towards Cedric winning. But I can see Mustafa winning. Like, his heel persona and the gimmick is very strong.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't know which way to go.
This is really hard.
Yeah, because they both could win and both be, there is a little bit of maybe nothing's going to happen because Tasha Steeles did turn or remain with Mustafa at the end of the last Impact, so it could go either way.
So she's aligned with Mustafa right now, not Cedric.
Right, but then she could also turn again when it really matters.
I think I'm going to pick Cedric to win, especially you said this is his first match in TNA or back in TNA.
That's what it's looking at, right? Unless they do something on Thursday, which I don't think they will.
Correct. Yeah. Wrong. But I think I'm going to go with Cedric, give him the win. I don't know. I feel like I feel like this is hard because we don't fucking watch TNA like that.
You can catch up real quick. You just have a YouTube playlist in the background.
Well, depending on what happens on Thursday, I feel like if nothing happens Thursday and the last thing we really see is Tasha realigning with Mustafa, I feel like that's Mustafa looking strong. And you know how it usually is. Go home.
Yeah.
Whoever looks strong loses.
Correct. I'm gonna go just for the sake. I don't really care at this point, but I'm gonna go with Mustafa because I can see this continuing for a pretty long time. And seeing where this goes. I think this is gonna be the first of many feuds with them.
Probably.
So moving along, the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Elegance brands with Ash by Elegance, Dana Brooke, going up against the returning.
I didn't recognize her.
Who, Dana?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it's I looked at this the other day and I was so excited about the Iconics, and I'm like, I looked at the Elegance and I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, and their Databrooke has the Elegance brand, so it's Ash by Elegance.
Okay.
There's like M by Elegance. I forgot who the third woman is as well, but everything is by Elegance and the Elegance brand. She has her own concierge, a la Tony Storm. Um,
Ooh.
it's kind of poses like a makeup brand and stuff. She's very like Dana's much more of a character here, which I really enjoy for her.
Mhm.
But the Iconics haven't wrestled in TNA in about 3 years, or be Inspiration. Sorry,
Mhm.
they still do the pose and everything.
I've missed them a lot.
So and the Elegance brand has run their thing. I'm clearly going with the Iconics
Me
slash
too.
Inspiration. I think it's a no-brainer for them to come back and win on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Also, I've ran into the Iconics before a WWE show, and they're hysterical.
I could only imagine.
They are absolutely hysterical. And they still do the iconic pose. They're still just really funny.
They're just such a great tag team.
Mm-hmm.
I will forever be upset missing them at WrestleMania because I was online.
Oh, you missed them win. You missed
Mhm.
them win. Wow. I'm
That
so
was
sorry,
my.
Kay.
I think I went to get like a pretzel or something.
Oh, Kay.
I know. I was really upset. I left it after everyone's entrances. I really like wanted a pretzel. I was really high at WrestleMania. I really needed a pretzel.
Mm, okay. So yeah, I think the Inspiration are going to win this. They're going to be new tag team champions. This is just going to be the beginning of a very very fun show if it does begin.
Hmm.
And last and probably very much least, Tessa Blanchard has a match. Tessa Blanchard and Indy Hartwell are going to be fighting at Slammiversary. The story goes, Tessa Blanchard is like Indy Hartwell is, succeeding off of the things I provided for her. So there
Hmm.
is a true story that Indy's Tessa Blanchard apparently helped Indy get into the States for her first match in the States.
Okay.
So that's a story they're running with, and Tess is like, she's ungrateful, and Indy Hartwell's like, you got me here, but I made my name on my own. And Tess is like, you
Hmm.
didn't really do anything that great. Would you hold a couple of titles? I was the first ever like women to hold a world title, and we know how that
Hmm.
ended for
Yeah.
her, and things like that. And God, have you ever heard Tessa Blanchard speak?
Like years ago.
That's all I have to say. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hear it, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. I don't enjoy
Yeah, it's not
her.
enjoyable.
I
I
don't
know
like. I there's nothing I like about Tessa Blanchard.
I understand. We talked about this when everything first broke out. I don't know if you're on that show, but yeah,
I was.
there's nothing redeemable about Tessa
No.
Blanchard. I mean, it's a shock she made it this far in her return when she got re-signed.
Seriously though.
I mean, granted, she is playing up the fact that everybody hates her. Like they have an I hate Tessa Blanchard shirt. I'm like, oh, I want to buy it, but I know where that's going.
Yeah, for real.
You
I
know.
you know, I didn't think we'd be seeing Tessa Blanchard wrestle, so like,
You are. You
yeah,
are.
my streak is ended. I have successfully never seen Tessa Blanchard wrestle live because I'm dead.
I mean, this could be your bathroom break, Kay.
That's what I was thinking. I will not be supporting Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. And yes, obviously Indy Hartwell, who was allowed to keep her name from WWE, which I thought is really, really cool.
Hmm.
And Indy needs a marquee win.
Yeah.
And so Tessa better do the job.
Hmm.
Yes, as Fretch was saying, Tessa was um Indy's mentor way back. And also, this is also a good thing to say as well, which I've seen this while they don't lean into it, she often gets your racist chance every time
Good.
on Impact.
Good.
You know what's crazier about Tessa as we
She
move on?
does
What's
she
up?
like enjoy that chance?
No. You know who she's partnered with as like her tag team partner?
Who?
Alicia Crawford. You know her better
Foxy?
as Alicia Fox. Yep.
She's partnered with Foxy?
Foxy's also wrestling, which is like an accomplishment in and of itself.
Why is she with Alicia Fox?
I don't know. So you're definitely you're Alicia Fox is showing up at some point. I can almost guarantee it.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, she partnered with Alicia Crawford. That's her real name. But yeah, Foxy is also in TNA.
Very cool.
Yeah, not cool for her being with Tessa.
Mhm.
Wait, Fred, you didn't know that Alicia Crawford was Alicia Fox? Just look at her. It's clearly Alicia Fox. Oh my god. But yes, but that's what we have for the card. We'll get Will's predictions off air at some point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited for Slammiversary K.
It's gonna be really fun.
From what I've heard from people who have been before, including the Queen and whomever, it's a really fun time. So for this, since we're gonna be there live, we got to figure out,
I feel
uh,
like we're on a curve because we're going.
I know, but I'm not gonna put a curve into our scores. It's gonna be a raw score.
Mhm.
Oh, but I mean for this, it doesn't matter because I don't really clock this. I don't really like
Mhm.
take stats on this or anything as well. But I think I'm gonna go in very high. I'm gonna go in. I think it's gonna be a solid 8 to 8.5 for
I
me.
agree.
I think it's really going to Fretz also is going with 8 out of 10. Um it's also a good comment. Fretz is like, I think they're giving Tesla a black friend so people will ignore it. And
That was
that
kind
doesn't
of the vibe I got when you told
yeah.
me that she's partnered with Foxy.
It does. I'll tell you right now, folks. It does not work. It does not work at all. The I have a black friend argument is really bad. And things like that. But no, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited for Slammiversary. To get to see a little expanding my wrestling acumen a little bit more. Like I've done indies, I've done AEW, done WWE tons of times. Never done TNA, and potentially by this time next year, TNA and AEW might be neck and neck.
Yeah.
you know, this is like the fact that they had to open up more seats for Slammiversary means demand is really good.
Yeah.
And if when we're there, we're gonna know. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a big deal or not.
I
But
looked at tickets today. I was just because I was on UBS's website. I actually went to the ticket thing and like there were still like very good seats available and it's like cheap.
yeah,
Like lower bowl for $40.
yeah. So that's the thing here too. Like
This is
this could
an
blow up.
affordable show.
It's affordable and it's also gonna be a pivotal moment in TNA.
Mhm.
Which is crazy to say because if you do well in a big market like New York for wrestling, that's going to reverberate across all of America.
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be a huge deal.
Have they
And
come here before?
they've never been to UBS. No,
No, not UBS, but I mean like New York in general. Like, do they come to
not they
New York?
have, but not to this big of an arena or big of a stage.
Got it.
So this is a big deal.
Mhm.
And UBS Arena is not like a small arena; like it's a pretty
No,
sizable place.
it
So
is very big.
if they can do some great numbers, and I'm looking to buy some TNA merch at least,
Mhm.
you know, we could be in to see more of this, which I'd be very happy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, out of all of the the big three, big four, you're talking WWE, AEW, ROH, and TNA. From what I've seen and from what I've heard, TNA is the most fan friendly when it comes to interactions, especially after events.
I believe it. It seems that
Yeah.
way.
Hmm.
Like I've never seen so much like in the wild promotion for wrestling. Like we said earlier, like the parties are literally just visiting every borough on Long Island
Yeah.
until Slammiversary.
Hmm.
Like I think that wrestling is really hot right now in general.
It's so hot.
And I think it's very exciting for TNA that they're having such a monumental show here.
Yeah.
It tells us
I
that we're going.
and I think there's going to be some things that we can't even account for on the show. Like I expect to be totally surprised. I feel like something
Me
big is going to
too.
happen.
Yeah, like, and I don't know like what to expect,
I
especially
have no
because
clue.
especially because I don't watch TNA. I feel like that's one of the reasons I am so excited.
Yeah.
Like there
I
are
will
wrestlers I love on this card, and I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
My one bold prediction for this is as we start to end the show. My one bold prediction for Slammiversary this Sunday is a Matt Cardona sighting.
I was just thinking that. Get out of my head. I'm like, all right, what Long Island guys is left? And then I'm like, Matt Cardona is probably the biggest one.
Cardona and Brian Myers. Well, Brian Myers is probably already going to be there.
Well, yeah, because didn't you say he's going to be at the baseball
Yeah,
thing?
he's going at the baseball thing. Freaking I wouldn't be surprised if Will's favorite wrestler, non-wrestler, Tommy Dreamer shows up as well.
Oh, Tommy Dreamer is 1,000% going to be there in Cincinnati. I feel it. Even if they just
Yeah.
show him in the crowd.
Mhm.
What if we get an Enzo Amore sighting?
I will
Very
leave you. I will leave
possible.
you all. I will leave you all. My God, but yeah, no, I'm very excited for this. Slammiversary is this Sunday. It is going to be a really fun time, and I haven't been to UBS since December, so I'm very
I
excited.
was at UBS literally like 10 days ago.
So no, I'm very excited to return to that place. It is, by and large, might be my favorite arena in the New York's tri-state area. To be
It's
completely
really
honest.
good.
Yeah, easy, accessible, very easy to navigate. So it's a
Mhm.
great time. And then we get a little bit of a break, and then we have to come back in a couple of weeks to talk about SummerSlam.
Wait, are we taking next week off?
I don't know yet. I have to figure it out.
Well, next Tuesday is Boris's birthday.
Oh my God. Oh, I mean, we could do a Boris birthday thing if you really want to.
I'll get back to you on that. I low-key want to cook him a steak.
Speaking of birthdays, you know whose birthday that we don't care about but actually happened recently?
Slack.
Yeah.
I forgot to message him for his birthday.
I sometimes forget he exists.
No, I saw on like Facebook that it was his birthday, and I'm like, I should message Slack, and then I forgot. Slack, if you're listening, happy birthday.
You won't get that from me, Slack. I stick to the gimmick. I just had a crazy idea. Before we get to the outro and stuff.
Giving?
No. We should celebrate. We should bring Slack in next week to celebrate Boris's birthday. But make him believe like we're celebrating his birthday.
We're doing a birthday episode, and it's gonna be because Boris is turning 2. It's a big birthday.
I would have to take your word for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what we should do is like bring him on. Oh man. Yes, that's exactly, Fred's Boris's birthday. Invite Slack, make it about the dog. Exactly. That's what I think.
Perfect.
That would be hysterical. That means we have to reach out to him, which is also an issue.
I believe in you.
I don't. We may have to outsource this to someone else.
Like who?
That's probably.
Nah, it's too easy.
Well, there's not many other people I can outsource the contact Slack for currently.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, who knows?
We'll workshop.
It doesn't. Yeah, yeah, we will. That's what I've been saying the last 3 months. Anywho, let's get to the outro here. Let's get to the post show and all of that stuff. And I still don't know what time. Actually, I do know one. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 414, Clash at the Cookout, because we have been cooking out with wrestling for the last couple of weeks. We had a BBW weekend. We're going to Slammiversary, our first TNA show ever. A couple weeks is SummerSlam. There's a lot of cookout things you can do with wrestling. I am your grill master, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social platforms. Like, share, subscribe, leave us 5-star reviews. Links to all of that are in the description below, including links to our fantastic merch in our brand new merch store, curated by Kayfabe themselves. Thank you, Kay, again. And I don't know, we'll talk about the merch stuff at another time. If you're listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word, everywhere else. Again, the links to all of that are in the description below. Kayfabe.
Well, it's that time in the show when I don't know what to say. So you can follow.
The weed hasn't kicked in yet.
It kind of has, like a little. Honestly, low key, my hands just like really hurt, and I just can't. I'm focusing on my hands because they
Focus on your
hurt.
speech. Focus on your speech, Kay.
So you can find me and my arthritic hands across social media at KAE_FABE. I'm excited for Slammiversary. I'm excited for the Hardy Boys. We have to take photos at UBS.
Yes, please.
Like, we're overdue. We fucked up a photo to Chow
Yeah, we
and
did.
got the meat sweats before we could take a photo, so we will correct it at UBS.
Yes, we will correct that UBS. When we come back, hopefully next week, we'll tell you about our TNA Slammiversary experience. We'll start talking about the fallout from AEW All In and starting to prep for the second biggest weekend in all of WWE, SummerSlam, which is now officially 2 nights and includes Jelly Roll. Yay. So until next time, folks, goodbye, good night. We'll see you soon. And maybe he'll be invited on the show. Probably not, because probably after the show, we're definitely going to forget. So sorry, Slack. And fuck you, Slack. Birthday
Happy
bitch.
birthday, Slack.
Whatever. See you next week. This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast. And we're back. Kind of. Right
Kind of.
post show. Oh man. But yeah, I do think once we get some more photos, we can update the video.
I agree. Um, yeah, I mostly have photos of Liv in the shirt, the Pride shirt, because it is her shirt of the summer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Yeah, we gotta geez, by like next month, we gotta start talking about the fall collection.
Yes.
Because I
Yes.
kind of
Yes.
just bypassed the summer stuff, even though I already made most of it.
I never got it. I've literally been just like drowning in like wedding shit, so
I
I like
understand.
haven't even looked at the summer
Yeah,
stuff.
I made most of the stuff, but most of it's just hidden,
Let's see.
ready to be like dropped
Let
at
me
any
take
point.
a little peek while we're here. No
Hmm.
spoilers for the internet, of course.
Hmm. I tried the All-Star game is tonight too.
Oh yeah. Who do the Yankees have in the All-Star game?
Judge, Jazz Chisholm, and a couple other people.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's the All-Star game. It's it's not my
What's the point of it? Like,
it's a
why
showcase.
is that all? Like,
It's a baseball game with the best players in Major League Baseball this
no,
season.
I understand that. I understand like that's what's happening, but like, why?
Because you can make money off of it.
But like, why do that in the middle of the season? Because of the weather?
Well, yes, it's also called the Midsummer Classic. It is also the best time to play baseball because it's the middle of the summer.
I guess.
So, okay, I didn't tell you this, probably on purpose,
Oh.
but have you looked at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers social media lately?
Oh no.
No, this is a good thing.
No, I haven't. Why?
God, I hate them.
Oh, these are cute.
What are you looking at?
What you hid?
Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers revealed a special away jersey.
Is it my tangerine dream?
Yes, the Creamsicle 1976 away jersey.
Wait, let me look. You know, it's like really like criminal. Like, I look fucking terrible in orange. Orange is
Well,
in
the
love.
primary color on this one, since the away jersey, is white.
Oh my god, here the 76 jersey is back. Buy it now. I am not going to buy it now. The last thing I need to do is like spend money on fucking sports merch. Like, what we went to we went to see the Hardys throw out the first pitch. That was intended to be a we spend no money kind of day. Like,
Sorry about that.
I mean, like, I got really cheap tickets. Like, I got really cheap tickets. Like, didn't really give a fuck. Like, I'm like, we're gonna eat before we go. Like, I'm gonna spend no money at this game. It's gonna be great. Ends up being chilly.
So you needed a jacket.
So we're walking in the team store trying to find the cheapest like sweatshirts they have. So I
That's
have
impossible out of baseballs. I mean, it's probably a nice jacket.
this is my little sweatshirt.
Okay.
Hold on, it's not open. It's actually low key a really good summer hoodie. It's
Okay.
like
So it's light.
yeah, it was really comfy and it was less than $100, which
I
is
will say our hoodie is also really nice. I
oh
bought one.
from our store.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I have
really comfortable.
to in the coming weeks. I need to get like a
I need to go
not
on another.
pride.
I need to go on
Yeah,
another spending spree on the store. I just have other stuff. I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow.
that's a fucking mood.
And I'm in the process of changing up all of my plates and bowls in my apartment.
Oh, what are you looking at?
I'll send you a link. I'll probably send it on the Discord at some point. But it's these like ceramic coated plates. I went real cheap
Yeah.
when I first got it. So me and Kavita had gone to Target.
Oh, you get like the 50-cent plates, 50-cent bowls, all that,
Yeah,
the
from
room
like the college
essentials.
collection and stuff. Yeah.
I love me a good Target room essential.
But you know what? But now they're kind of getting worn out now, and I want something
Yeah,
a little bit more sustainable than like hard plastic.
yeah,
So it's one of those things that just came to mind. I was like, I need to
yeah. You have to upgrade your dishes eventually.
be more of an adult, or it's the lie I tell everybody. Hold on, let me send you what I'm looking at, and obviously I'm getting it in like base green.
That's how I like felt when I was like working on our wedding registry, just because like we like have lived by the time we get married, we will have lived together for 2.5 years. So like
Hmm.
we have pretty much a lot of like what we registered for is like replacing or like upgrading stuff we have already. Like our pots are beat to shit and ugly,
Yeah,
horrible. And I'm trying to like use less plastic
I
when
get that.
possible. Like I don't know, I feel like gross about oh it's you. I'm like, who's texting me?
It's me. I'm sending you the links of the two.
Oh, my phone fell on the floor.
Sending you two of them because I saw these other like accessories to like the set. I was like, oh, I can get those too.
I don't know if you remember last time you were in my house being those black star plates I have. I
I
now
don't
have
remember.
I have I dropped my phone. I have like no grip today. Ooh, these are really nice. I like these
Hmm.
these green.
It's green.
Let me turn my brightness up. I have they're melamine, so like they're plastic. I have black plates and they have like gold stars on them. So it came with
Okay.
dinner plates, salad plates, and bowls.
Hmm.
I had them in my first apartment, and then they like I got rid of them because I wasn't into them anymore. And then a few years later, when I moved in here, I realized I missed them because I got like ceramic plates from Walmart, but like those got beat to shit.
Hmm.
So I got rid of the Walmart plates, got the plates I used to have, and I have since gotten the second set. God forbid the first set breaks. And then we also have one nice set of dishes that I'll send you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
These are
Also,
really nice. Ooh, I love these pasta bowls.
yeah, I saw the possibles. Like, I don't need this, but I kind of want it.
No, the shape is perfect.
Yeah,
And it's great for salad.
salad and pasta and soups and stuff because it's going to be wide enough to hold it all
Oh,
and
I
deep enough.
love like you gotta have the right size and the right shape bowl.
Hmm. So,
Let me find where's my nice dishes.
okay. Also, what is your availability like for the rest of the week, or rest of the month of July? Because we still have to get you on my podcast, which is it's
Um,
like midway through July, and I'm like, I need to figure this out.
at this point, can we just push to August?
That's fine. I can find somebody else.
I am like I
I
just
know
want to
exactly
like
who to pull.
I need to get through my batch.
That's fine.
So I have like one because I'm like high key losing my mind.
That's fine.
Like
I know
just
exactly
getting
who to
ready for
pull.
all the events.
I know exactly who to pull in. I know a couple people I can pull
And
in too.
August, like all I really have in August besides my batch and like my birthday, and I'm going to see my chem August 9th. But otherwise, I'm pretty open in August.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm a little bit more open in August too, because July has
Like
just been very chaotic.
and like July, I low key have been intentionally keeping kind because my June was so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
My late June into early July was fucking too much for me.
Mm.
And I'm like, I need a break socially.
I get it.
These are my, I'm sending you the link. These are my nice bowls and plates.
Oh, those skulls. I have a really big thing for
Yeah.
skulls.
There's skulls all over the apartment. I have skulls everywhere.
I have skulls on a lot of my apartment. I mean, there's skulls on my body too.
I
So,
love, me too. But these are specifically like, we love Tattoo Flash. Like, it's
mhm.
something we both collect. So, like, our nice issues are like inspired by like, traditional tattoos.
I can see. I know that style.
Love it. And then I'll show you what my everyday non nice bowls look. Well, they are nice, but my like daily, I'm less afraid of breaking them bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I like the set, and the bowls are really nice too.
They're beautiful. I love them so much. I just like am afraid to use them because I don't want to break them. But the point of life is to use your shit. So I have to
Hmm.
get over it. And then these are my everyday. Black with stars.
Okay, I think these look a little bit more familiar.
Yeah, I'm like I've had these forever.
Yeah,
Like
those are nice. Very, very nice.
like it's a good like it's like soup bowl size, not cereal bowl size.
I
So
get
like
that.
if you have cereal in them, it's like an extra big cereal, which is kind of nice.
I get that a lot.
And then we have and then we have like random like from like Marshall's like 2 ramen bowls. I think Liv's has like Gudetama on it, and mine is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice. There's a ramen shop like a town over from me that I really need to go to.
What stop? What store?
It's in Babylon. It's called like I forgot. It's by the train station. It's called Ramen Something. I don't remember. It's on Grubhub. I was like, oh, I need to try that out. I'm
It's
also gotten. What's up?
probably it's I said it's probably good.
Yeah, I've also gotten into in the past couple of months like learning how to use chopsticks a little bit more efficiently.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at using chopsticks.
It
It's
takes a lot of
embarrassing.
it takes a lot of time and practice, and I'm still not good at it, but I'm getting there.
I do my best. Like I can pick up a sushi roll with chopsticks, but
Hmm.
like the hard shit I can't like pick. No.
There is Mia Yim posted a video of her holding up her phone with chopsticks.
That's really impressive.
I was like, damn, it's really good.
I don't even hold a pen the right way. Like I can't hold chopsticks. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, it's one of those things I'm still learning, but I'm getting better at it, and things like that. Anywho, we can talk about all this trivial stuff all we want, but it's time to get out of here, folks. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys after Slammiversary. Toodles.